I'm starting to wonder if the dumbasses who are trying to bastardize Lord of the Rings, I'm starting to wonder if they're wanting to make people more interested in it. With reverse psychology, basically, because the more they do this diversity shit, the more... I just want to learn about more Lord of the Rings before they ruin it, so I'll know what I missed out on. Then again, it's going to be hard for them to ruin it because, well, it's an older fan base. Well, I should know that would help them, but it's an older fan base. It has fans who have probably been dedicated to it for an ass long time, like a shitload of years. But yeah, no, they have a lot of content to ruin those, as long as it's not the Percy Jackson films or The Hobbit. That's it. There's a lot of room for them to bastardize. And as if that wasn't bad enough, according to this article by Bound into Comics, the Tolkien Society's Summer Seminar 2021 will focus on Tolkien and diversity. Fuck me, 2021 just keeps taking, don't it? And unfortunately, I'm not Razorfist, so I can't make any funny comments about it. Like, Mario is his slave name, which is a funny joke, I'm gonna admit. God bless that man. But, yeah, I mean, really, diversity-minded people are... And that's the sad part, is diversity isn't a bad thing. The problem is, you got people who just want to cram it down your throat and say you have to have it or you're a racist. Kind of like that old joke, suck the dick or you're a bigot. Or suck the dick, bigot. Like, that was a gay meme. It's starting to become reality, I think. But moving on to the article, to quote Weaponized Nerd Rage, fuck all kinds of duck. Anyway, I already told you the title of the article. It was made by John F. Trent. Good name. Made June 11th, 2021. And it falls under books, movies, television, and video games. And it's made some good video games. And fuck me, they'll ruin it before I can even enjoy it. The Tolkien Society's second seminar of 2021 will have a focus on Tolkien and diversity. The Tolkien Society describes their seminar as short academic conferences of both researcher-led and non-academic presentations on a specific theme pertaining to Tolkien scholarship. As noted above, the theme of their second seminar 2021 is Tolkien and diversity. The Tolkien Society previously put out a call for papers on the subjects that will be discussed during the seminar. They explained, spurred by recent interpretations of Tolkien's creation and the cast list for the up-and-coming Amazon show, The Lord of the Rings. It is crucial we discuss the theme of diversity in relation to Tolkien. Okay, I'm not vomiting yet. Let's see how long this lasts. They elaborate how do adaptations of Tolkien's work from the film and art to music open a discourse on diversity within Tolkien's work and his place within modern society. His place? He's dead. If anything, he wasn't a racist, so you can't bitch about him like you did with Lovecraft. And he was pretty much against racism. He hated the shit out of communists and Nazis. So, what is their debate? Beyond his secondary world, diversity further encompasses Tolkien's readership and how his text exists within the primary world. Who is reading Tolkien? How is he understood around the globe? How may this new reading enrich current perspectives on Tolkien? What retrospective? There's nothing to retrospect. I mean, there's something to respect, but not retrospect. From there, the Tolkien Society stated, representation is now more important than ever, and Tolkien's efforts to represent or ignore a particular character further. Okay, he did not ignore anyone, you stupid douche canoe. And I'm not talking about the guy who made this article, I'm talking about the person he's quoting. Like, Tolkien had black people in The Lord of the Rings, they were just called Easterlings, supposedly. Okay, Tolkien's efforts to represent or ignore particular characteristics require further examination. Additionally, how a character's identity shares and influences secondary world will require greater attention. They then explained the purpose of the seminar. This seminar aims to explore the many possible applications of diversity within Tolkien's work, his adaptations, and his readership. The Tolkien Society then promotes a number of topics that papers should focus on. This include representation in Tolkien's world, race, gender, sexuality, disability, class, religion, age. I have no idea how disability would come up. Well, if you mean a mental disability, maybe. Tolkien's approach to colonialism and post-colonialism, adaptations of Tolkien's work, diversity and representation in Tolkien's academia and readership, identity within Tolkien's work, altering in Tolkien's works, alterity, or whatever. It's just... the submission deadline for papers was April 23rd, and they have already announced the papers that will be discussed during the seminar, which takes place between July 3rd and July 4th. The title of the papers that will be discussed include Gondor in Transition, a brief introduction to the transgender realities and... Okay, I'm not even going to address that. Not worth a response. The Problem of Pain, portraying physical disabilities and fantasy of... The Burnt Hand teaches most about fire, applying traumatic stress and ecological frameworks to narratives of displacement and resentment across cultures in Tolkien's Middle-earth. The Invisible Other, Tolkien's Dwarf Woman and the Feminine Lack. This hurts to read. Projecting Indian myths, culture, and history onto Tolkien's worlds, the Lozoth, indigeneity, identity, and anti-racism, the problematic perimeter of Erlof, half-elven, and Roland, English Catholic. That's not problematic. The only people who have problems with people being Catholic is... well, intolerant assholes, but then again, this is academia, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Hearkening to the other, Arabeth, Findor, Andleth. Sorry, I had to get a little pompous there. Pardoning Sauron, the queer in Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, Desire of the Ring, and Indian academics' adventure in their quest for the perilous realm, queer atheists, agnostics, and Animus, oh my, Hidden Vision, Incongruity of, God, and Soviet bloc illustrations of Lord of the Rings. Surprised it was allowed in the stories were allowed in the Soviet bloc. Questions of caste in Lord of the Rings and its multiple Chinese translations. Stars Less Strange, and an analysis of fan fiction representation within the Tolkien fan community. Something mighty queer. Like, they keep going back to the queer question, don't they? Something mighty queer, destabilizing, Christitero, I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce any of these words. Like, I may be want to be a writer, but even I have a mentally challenged dictionary or word knowledge. Translation as means of representation and diversity in Tolkien's scholarship and fandom. Thank God that list is over with. The seminar will be held via Zoom on July 3rd and July 4th. It will also be live streamed to the Tolkien Society's YouTube channel. And that's it. It asks for my thoughts. My thoughts are, Sweet Virgin Mary, what the hell? Like, I don't even see how fan fiction is relevant to this. Like, I half expect them to be complaining, oh, there's not enough black fans of Tolkien, or there's not enough Asian fans of Tolkien. Or they'll be upset that there's so many white people who like Tolkien. Like, I half expect to hear that. Beyond that, yeah, make of that what you will. I could not understand a lot of it, but yeah, fuck it. Fuck all of this. This does not inspire confidence. Anyway, that's the article. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and Fuck the 21st century. Fuck it. That's all I can really think to say. Have a nice day. Remember, the game was rigged from the start. If you have not, get a copy of Lord of the Rings now before the Gestapo and Communist Correction Group decide they want to edit Tolkien like they want to edit Lovecraft. And remember, the game was rigged from the start.